I feel like we've talked about this. You have cried after sex?
I am more likely to cry during sex.
Welcome to When Harry Dumps Sally. I'm Tess Menzies.
I'm Natasha Vinnick.
This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com, we discuss the main relationship in the rom-com, and we decide how long we think the couple is going to stay together after the credits roll.
And if they break up, who breaks up with who and why did they do that?
And today we watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And this was a February Patreon. I was like, what's
it called? What's the thing? What is it?
Patreon. February Patreon request.
Yeah.
So every month, if you are subscribed to our Patreon, you have the opportunity to request one of the movies that we watched that month. And if your movie is selected, you get a shout out on the podcast. So thank you so much, Amanda, thank you for suggesting Forgetting Sarah Marshall. We are super excited to talk about the main relation.
The main relation this film.
Our log line here is Devastated Peter. Oh, wait. It's 2008.
2008.
Devastated Peter takes a Hawaiian vacation in order to deal with the recent breakup with his TV star girlfriend, Sarah. Little does he know, Sarah's traveling to the same resort as her ex, and she's bringing along her new girl. I'm so sorry.
That's good. Give it again.
I started to be like, this sentence doesn't make sense, and then I just started reading it all wrong.
Sometimes I think doesn't make sense. I haven't read it, but it felt wrong. But you'll do it right this time. And
little does he know, Sarah's traveling to the same resort as her ex, and she's bringing along her new boyfriend. There's something about little does he know, Sarah's traveling to the same resort as her ex.
As her ex doesn't make any sense.
Just being
she's
like
at
as
the same
him.
Resort. Done. Yep.
Like it sounds like we're anyway. Okay, sorry. I just started really so thinking about it, and then I couldn't focus. You guys, I've had a day.
It's been a day.
I haven't slept, and I'm here now.
I'll say the names of the actors.
I was gonna say it's a Judd Apatow film.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna say, but I didn't know who it was.
I was gonna say Judd Apatow film, and then I just couldn't remember his name, and I was like, I'm gonna find it, and then IMDb was like director Nicholas Stoller, and I was like, what am I doing? I was like, did I make all this up?
But you didn't. It is a Judd Apatow film?
It's a Judd Apatow film.
Directed by Nicholas whoever?
Yeah, and written by Jason Segel.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's cool.
And Jason Segel is our main guy, Peter.
Yeah.
And the woman he ends up with is Rachel Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
And his ex is Sarah Kristen Bell.
And her new boyfriend is
Russell Brand. Who we'll probably just call Russell Brand because he's basically playing Russell Brand, but his name is
Albus or Aldous, whichever one's not Dumbledore.
Aldous, yeah.
Aldous Snow.
I was going to say Adonis.
He would love that.
But yeah, we've got Peter and Rachel as our main couple.
Yeah.
So we can say how long we think.
Yeah.
This one is, I don't really know. I feel like I could go so many ways with this one.
I will say we actually didn't get a lot of who she is.
Yeah, because they only know each other for 4 days and they're only romantically linked for two.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
And it's unclear how much time has elapsed before she sees him in the end.
Right. I would imagine at most a year, but probably less than that.
My vibe was, and there's no way he did this show so fast, but my vibe is that it's been a couple months, 3 months.
My guess is it would be that, and it was a show that he did have generally written.
Yeah.
He just hadn't, he needed to
Put
like
everything
refine
together.
it and really
Yeah.
put it together.
True.
So I don't think it would take as long as if he was creating it from scratch.
Yeah.
But I agree. It was probably under 6 months.
Yeah.
So, and they haven't talked in
Yeah.
that time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have an answer?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1, 2 years.
Okay. What's your 2 years?
2 years is my cop out amount of time when I don't know.
Mine's 1 year.
I'm like, I actually do think that they're cute.
They're cute together for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He is like a lover boy.
Yes.
He will be wherever forever.
Love him.
He's not ending it.
No.
It's her ending it.
Yes.
And I imagine, I don't know, she moves here. She moves to what, LA?
I think they're in LA, yeah.
And like, I don't know, maybe like, we don't know her is the thing.
Well, and the other thing is when he sees her at the end, she's like, she bought a plane ticket to LA.
Doesn't know when she's going
doesn't
home.
have a return flight.
Yeah.
And is allegedly looking into schools.
Yes.
But all of this, and I think what we know about her character is that she does seem to be a bit impulsive and does seem to be the type of person who would like take that leap. Like, I don't think there's a risk of her not following through on it necessarily.
No. She
but
followed
also,
a boy to Hawaii. So
yeah. Like, why wouldn't she?
follow a boy here, yeah.
So maybe. And the reason it didn't work out with her and the guy in Hawaii is because he was cheating on her. So maybe she is at her heart a romantic.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, we just don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But it could be a thing where like they can do that
They can work
together.
out. She
We
seems
just
like,
really don't have a lot.
no, they don't have much. She seems like she's someone who will say like what she likes and doesn't like, and that kind of I think can be useful for a relationship. You know. And she does seem to like encourage him and like love the things he likes, and that's really nice for him. And I could do 2 years.
Yeah, I honestly like the romantic in me wants it to just be like, I don't know, maybe
forever.
they stay together forever. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But I don't feel like I have like enough information about it to
say either
confidently say forever.
2 years to forever.
So, but I think that they're going to, assuming she actually moves, I think they'll give it a shot, and I think it will. Like,
I'm cool with 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then depending on how that goes,
Yeah.
we'll see.
And
We'll
2
talk
years
about
is
it.
like enough time somewhere to like move and then eventually make good enough friends where you'd feel comfortable leaving the person you're
This
with
is
too.
another thing that I think with 2 years, it's
Yeah.
like a big transition. It's enough time to
Yeah.
get on your feet and decide if that's what you want. Or not.
Exactly. So it could be forever after that. Or
Yeah.
not. All right.
So we start off, Peter's, at his home, and we see pictures of him with Sarah, Kristen Bell. We're finding out that she's famous. There's like
Yeah.
an Access Hollywood kind of thing.
About them as a couple and how amazing, like how she's on these cool shows.
She's like this it actress on
Yeah.
some crime
Silly crime show.
and he makes the music
Yeah.
for the show.
And it's very funny when they do the Access, like Hollywood, like whole bit about like both of them. It's like all this crazy stuff about her, and they're like, and he does this ominous score, and then all you hear is one note going, bah, and then immediately they cut to something else, which is very funny.
And then we cut to a music video with Russell Brand, so
Yes.
with some like stupid environmental anthem.
Yes.
And so that's when we are introduced to him. He gets a phone call from Sarah. She's back. She was off somewhere filming, and she's like, "Can I come over?"
early, yeah.
And he's, panic cleaning the place, making sure that it looks.
How long have they been together for? Do they not live together?
So they were together for 5 years.
And they didn't live together, so
Well,
weird.
they may have.
When?
But she was I think she was filming on location.
Oh, that's why she was gone.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Because I was confused by that. I was like,
That was my
I think you're probably right.
impression,
Yeah.
but also it could be a thing where like I do think it's weird to not live together. I'm a move in together girly, but maybe with her job she doesn't want it. I don't know. 5 years seems long to me to not
live together.
want to split rent.
Yeah.
Like
Come on. Let's
be
practical
financially
here.
responsible.
Yes.
So either way, he's, showering, and she shows up, and he drops the towel for her.
And us.
And Natasha went, a dick!
Is that first dick?
This is our first. We've had to have seen boobs by now, right? We've seen boobs.
I feel like we've definitely seen Seattle.
We've seen boobs.
The chocolate film.
But this is our first full frontal nudity and dick. Yeah,
all dick.
First dick.
Then several dicks.
Yeah, we see it multiple times.
Dick several times. They're committing to the bit.
Yeah. Jason Segel, I remember from an interview around this time, and everybody was like, why did you do that? And he was like, well, I thought it would be funny. But also, apparently, he did get broken up with once when he was fully naked and she was fully clothed. And he was like... And after I was able to process it, I was like, I'm going to write that into something at some point because it was so ridiculous.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It really is. It's so funny. And the way she keeps telling him to get like clothes on.
Yeah. And he's like, no, if I put clothes on, then I know it's over. I can't put clothes on. I know what you're asking. So she's breaking up with him and he's asking, who's the dude? And she's like, it's no one. And then finally she's like, there's someone else.
Yeah, 'cause she's just like kind of tired of like him having to hug her and all of that.
Yeah. And then he's out with Bill Hader, who's his stepbrother.
Yeah. And
they're at some lounge and Bill Hader doesn't want to be there. Nope. He's like, work on your Dracula musical, do something else. But Jason Segel's like, no. Peter's like, I gotta sleep with somebody because she's having sex, so I need to be having sex.
Like, I understand it intellectually. It's just not how sex works for me.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a sad version of sex.
Uh-huh.
When you do this, it's like,
yeah,
man, like revenge breakup sex, it's never good.
No, it's sad, and this all feels like soulless and sad.
Yeah,
and
very self-destructive, and and it's very hard imagining the person that you were just with like sleeping with somebody else. That's awful. Yeah. So but he's very drunk and he's kind of like trying to hit on this woman just like horribly.
He's like, I find you both very sexually attractive. I could go to bed with either. You want
to come home?
And Bill Hader's like, can we reel this in? And he's like, nah.
You want to come home?
And then she's like, haha, stop. And then we cut to her with him in bed.
Yeah. And then he starts crying.
Right after sex. Loved it. It's so funny.
I feel like we've talked about this. You have cried after sex?
I am more likely to cry during sex. Cry during sex.
Sure.
Yeah, because what else would you do?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yucky.
I don't want this.
Nah. Like,
yeah, I feel like when a woman cries during sex, it's less like funny sad and more like trauma sad.
Okay, I don't think I always cry because of trauma.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's actually just like a lot of like there's a lot of like input in my body and it's kind of overwhelming, and sometimes I cry and it's not like a sad cry, but it's just like there's a lot going on, you know? Yeah. I don't always trauma cry during sex. I just want on the record. But if you're saying, have you cried during sex or after sex? No, during.
No, during.
I only do it during.
And not like this.
No, not like this. I have like warned guys. I remember after the first breakup I had with whoever, I went on a date with a guy and he's going to try to kiss me. I'm like, just so you know, if you try to kiss me, I'm going to cry. And he was good and he didn't try to kiss me.
That's nice of him.
Which is kind of him, yeah.
Wow, what a good guy.
What a good guy. Olympian.
Oh, yes, the Olympian.
The Olympian.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the Olympian.
Anyway, then
he's at the doctor and now he's like, do I have an STD?
Yeah, he goes to his pediatrician, which is very funny.
Yeah.
And the doctor like is so sick of him. He's like, you have a beautiful dick. Okay,
just
stop crying.
Whatever.
Use your dick.
Go have sex.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be fine. Use a condom. So now he's having random sex with random women, and it's all
like yucky and sad.
Just like bad times. I do love the like I came.
It's like so, I don't know how people can have such sad sex with each other.
Yeah.
So my recent ex used to do a lot of like one night stand kind of, or like things that were like a date and the women probably thought would go more and it didn't, but he used to call them pump and dumps, which is disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But that's gross.
It's
to
gross
call
in
it that.
so many ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a lot of sad pump and dumps.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't have to be a one night stand. Doesn't have to be this depressing.
It should be fun. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
right?
the point of it should be fun. I feel like for me, a one night stand, it's like, yeah, it might not be like good sex, but like
it should be like exciting.
It should be like a fun like performance.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like putting on a show.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you like to see how I do?
Look at it. Look at what I can do.
Would you like me to do my solo?
Want me to cry for you?
And now for the dramatic monologue.
Yeah. So whatever. He has a
lot
sad
of bad,
sex.
but you know, some people are just fucking weird, and sometimes you're like, what on earth are you doing? People bring weird things to the table sometimes when you have sex with them.
100%.
And you're just like, what is
Why?
this?
Who
Why
told
did you do this?
Who said yum yum yum?
Yeah.
Because yuck 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 and sad.
Weird shit sometimes.
Yeah. You get any weird shit happen upon you?
I think like the weirdest thing that happened to me that pops into my head, and this was like, you know, not a relationship, was this dude like, I think literally tried to bite off my nipple.
My recent guy did that.
Like it bled. Like
what?
Like teeth marks.
What?
I don't know why this happened.
In the moment were you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So scary.
I don't know why he did that.
I hate that.
I don't know why he
that
did that.
makes me furious.
I didn't like it at all.
I hate it. Oh.
And I was like, okay. Again, I'm like, why would you think that would be good?
No. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then it was like one of those things where then,
did he apologize?
You know, the days afterwards, you have to be like, wow, look at the teeth marks that are scarred on me.
Glad I still have a nipple, I guess.
Yeah. I was like, he was trying to take that as a prize.
Ugh. Did he feel bad? Was he like, oh no? No.
I don't remember him feeling bad.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he should.
Yeah, I think he was just like, he's like, I like it. This is my cool move.
I love breaking a boob.
Like, if you don't like it, you're the broken one.
Yeah, you're the weirdo. Yeah, I don't think I've had enough like surprise one nights for very exciting.
Yeah.
You know, or like things to get too unusual during sex.
Yeah.
I remember the guy who kept telling me I was so cool during it.
Oh.
Loved that.
That's nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, I like that. Otherwise, I can't think of anyone like pulling out anything crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people pull out weird shit sometimes, and you're just like, okay, whatever.
Okay, if this is...
We could have just had a good time.
We could have done it normal.
You had to be fucking weird about it. Whatever.
Okay.
Now he's doing music for the TV show. He's just kind of fucking around.
But it's so funny that his job now is to watch his ex on this enormous screen and put music to her. It's such a funny position to be in. I really loved it.
And he doesn't want to do it. He's like breaking the screen. He's pissed off.
Yeah.
And then he's with Bill Hader in his kitchen, and he's like, you know what? Sarah's kind of a little bitch. And he has his wife, Liz, who he's always talking about. And there's something about their, like, the Bill Hader Liz dynamic. Like, I love a really annoying couple. I think it's really funny.
Annoying with each other, annoying at you, or what do you mean?
Just their entire dynamic, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like a couple that just like has blended their personalities into one, and she's just like always there.
She's always there.
And he's like, this is what Liz thinks. And you're like, oh, is like, why?
Just put her on the phone.
Yeah.
Put her on the phone.
I don't know. There's something about that bit that's funny
it's
to
very
me.
Fun. Yeah.
But then Jason Segel, Peter, he's like, Sarah's better than Liz.
He's like, are you going to fucking say that? You and I aren't even blood related. She's carrying my unborn baby, blah, blah, blah.
Freaks out, tells him to go on vacation.
Yeah. And he full deletes all of his photos of his ex, which I'm a full deleter.
Oh, yeah?
I approve of that. Generally.
I think that can be healing.
If like very painful or upset.
Yeah.
Boom, full delete. Full eternal sunshine.
Why not?
Not exist no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's any good reason to hang on to stuff if it's hurtful.
Yeah.
And if that person's not going to be in your life.
Even if they are, it's like, well, sorry. Like, build it back up again, I guess.
Right.
Give me new photos.
It's like, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So, yes, he deletes all of them. He is unhappy about that. But then he goes to Hawaii. He's checking into this resort.
Yeah.
Jack McBrayer and Maria Thayer are there. And they're like this recently married, super religious couple who's like
so
throughout
funny.
it. Love Jack McBrayer. He was having a
Um,
moment around this time. He was in a lot of like random bit parts, I feel like.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I just remember him in 30 Rock. And I remember him walking by when we were at DCM.
Yes. Yes. We saw Jack McBrayer while we were like slowly losing our
3
minds.
a.m., 4 a.m. The sun was out, so maybe 4:30.
Yeah. The sun was rising in New York City. And
we stayed up all night like you do.
Yeah. And yeah, Jack McBrayer was there. And I feel like we were like huddled together and we were like, that's Jack McBrayer. It was a really cool story. We did nothing with it. We all just sort of were like
yeah, okay. So there's this couple. Yeah, I couldn't tell what was going on for a while. I couldn't tell if he was like gay and just like not into her, but I think she's extremely religious and scared.
Yeah.
Combination of all of it.
And Mila Kunis, she works at the resort, Rachel.
Yes.
So he's there. He has no reservation, but he was like kind of just hoping that you have a room.
Yeah.
And the only available suite is $6,000 a night. He's like, then he sees Sarah is there.
Yep.
And he's kind of like, oh God. And she's like, yeah, Sarah Marshall's here. Big deal.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, no, that's not.
That's my ex. We broke up 3 weeks ago. And then I love this part. Sarah sees him and she comes over and she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, came here to murder you.
It was so good.
It's so good because that's exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, like
your ex shows up in Hawaii. I would be like, are you here to kill me? Like, what are you doing? You're stalking me?
You got me. You got me. Russell Brand comes out and he like spanks Kristen, whatever. And he's like, hey, you little sex object.
He's just gross the whole time.
He's gross. He's playing exactly himself.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
But also there are ways he is where I'm like, well, first off, huge crush on him when I was younger.
That feels right.
Like his teeth, like his nose, and like the way he moves like a blow up guy at a parking sales place, you know? And then I'm like, you know who that reminds me of?
I know your type. I know your type.
And I'm like, oh my God, is that the same as this guy?
I know.
I have it written. I'm like, is blah like blah?
Slightly manic energy.
Yeah, like a lot of movement. I
love a guy where you don't know where he's going next.
Exciting. Yeah. Anyway.
I understand the Russell Brand thing. I feel like I don't know that I was super into him around this time, but I feel like he ticks that like kind of dirty hippie man vibe that I can get into a little bit. I don't think it's a type that I would date, but there is like an attraction there. Like a Captain Jack Sparrow kind of.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
Just like femme but dirty.
Yeah, again, the dirty part isn't really what's doing it for me. It's the wiggliness.
No, I know. I'm talking about my
for
thing.
you, it's the dirty. You're like, oh, the kind
it's
of
like
dirty guy.
but like also like kind of feminine.
Yeah. I see that.
I'm
Actually, I see
like,
that. Okay, what's going on?
I'm like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's like this combination of feminine and masculine at the same time.
It's true. It's kind of fun.
That I think is interesting. Anyway, but Russell Brand, you know, we know what happened with that.
It's a
so
bummer. It's all a bummer.
Honestly, was it shocking though? No, not at all.
I don't know which specific thing you're talking about.
I don't know. All of his being canceled and being awful.
But I feel like he's been like, he's just done so much. That's so bad. Like he's just fucking. He sucks.
No, it's
bummer.
There's a list, and none of it felt surprising.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
the only good person
he's
in this
playing
film
himself.
is Jason Segel.
I love Jason Segel.
I love Jason Segel so much.
I love him so much.
I see him more. I love him.
Yes. I love
so
everything
good.
he does. I love him in this movie.
He's a perfect boy.
Love Peter so much.
Yeah.
Everything about this character. So, yeah, Peter is like very much, I'm like, sweet lover boy is very much my type.
Sweet lover boy. It's so good.
I love him.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Mila Kunis sees all of this dynamic going on, and
she's like, we're actually able to book you that suite for 4 nights.
Yeah.
And then, you know, all this invites him to dinner, and Sarah's like, no, they leave. And he's like, thank you, but I cannot afford a $6,000 a night room.
She's like,
and she's like, no one can afford the room. It's for like major celebrities. So, you know,
just clean up after yourself. Stay here for a few days.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You can stay there.
Exactly.
So she's doing him a solid.
And then he's like following his ex with this guy and
He's
watching them make out.
Trying to hurt himself, which...
Oh, man.
I do understand. I love to hurt myself.
Yeah, me too. I'm sick.
I'm
sick in the head.
If I were in this situation, how could you not? How could you not do a little stalking?
Just a little bit. Just see what happens. See what's going on. See about this whole new life that you can hurt yourself about. Yeah. You know? For sure.
I would be so tempted, especially this fresh in the breakup. I'd be itching to hurt myself.
Oh yeah. And like, you know, you still want like some attachment to whoever it is. You know, you can't help it.
So he's doing that.
And so he watches them make out, and they see him watching him make out, and he's like, well, I just probably ruined her day. And then we see her fucking.
Yeah, in like crazy yoga positions.
Silliest positions.
And now he's crying in his suite, and he gets a call from Rachel being like, we're getting complaints about a woman crying hysterically.
And he's like, it's someone above me. She's like, you're at the top.
You're at the top, buddy. Sorry.
It's it's so funny because he's like crying watching the television show with her, and it reminded me of the other Julia Roberts thing we saw with Hugh when he's like, we're gonna break up and I'm gonna see you everywhere because you're famous. And I was like, it is so sad.
It would be so sad. It would be hard to move on from somebody if they're just pushed
their faces everywhere.
Your face, and especially if they're having a moment like her character appears to be having. So she's gonna be on billboards. She's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah,
that'd be terrible to be like driving down the street and then you see your ex's face giant.
I would hate it.
Be like, well, I have to avoid this road for the next month.
Forever. Who knows when it springs up somewhere else? Awful.
They're going to the hotel restaurant, and Jonah Hill works there.
Jonah Hill, yeah.
And Peter's checking in, and Jonah's kind of like, waiting for your wife? Girlfriend? All alone? Wow, that's boring.
He's like, you're just by yourself? I'd be so depressed if I was by myself.
I'm like, do people not travel solo to Hawaii?
I guess
not. This resort.
Not this one. No, it's a romantic resort, I guess.
He's like, I'm giving you the best table so that you can see all the snow. Because Jonah Hill's character is obsessed with all the snow. Which I also realized later on. So I have not seen Get Him to the Greek, but I think Get Him to the Greek is a spin-off with Jonah Hill and all this snow.
I did see Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah, it's those characters.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
But I don't really...
I saw it. I don't remember it other than he's like a rock star doing his whole thing.
Yeah.
You know? I guess I've seen him enough where my mind I was like, is Russell Brand in a band? But I think it's just because I saw these 2 movies and it just seems like... It's a brain.
Also, wouldn't be surprised if he was in a band at some point. He seems like he'd be in a band.
Why wouldn't he? For sure. Okay, and then they planted this thing that I was sure was going to pay off later about how he's sober, he's clean, he won't drink because of all this stuff. He has these marks on his neck. And I really thought that was going to like pay off in him like relapsing later.
I had the same thought when I was watching this. I was like, I don't remember him relapsing. And I feel like but I think how it got brought back, but I think that they could have made it maybe bigger, was him being a little bit pretentious about it.
Yeah.
When everyone was like really getting drunk at the table that one night and he was kind of being lectury, but I didn't feel like it was a good enough payoff.
It just felt confusing because Jonah Hill like asked what he wants and he's like cranberry juice or cranberry cocktail, and I'm like, is this a thing where it gets mixed up? And he gets I kept thinking like, is he having real, and then he spills it on himself and I'm like, is this that he's drunk? It's very confusing. I should just have him like drinking water or something. But then he can't stay in the shirt. I know the whole point is stay in the shirt and be like, look at my ugly shirt. I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, I thought it was a way to make him. I think that it could have been addressed differently, but he is one of those people who has gotten sober and then now like congrats, but some people do it and then take it to like a level that.
And it's like to annoying. Like contrast this funny thing of him being like, oh, I'm so good because I'm sober. And it's like, you clearly have like a problem with sex. Like you clearly have like a sex addiction. Exactly.
Right. It's people who are addicts and then you take the addiction and you put it into something else, whether that's sex or sometimes I feel like it's like the identity of being sober. It's like, okay, you have to take it to this extreme, and obviously that's healthier than being an addict, but like
it's too much.
It can be annoying.
It can be annoying. I get it.
But so I thought that I think is ultimately the point, but I had the same thought.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
Someone proposes, everyone's clapping. He's basically like, just like, surrounded by love. So
he goes to a bar.
He gets up to leave, and then Sarah's like, why are you following me? And he's like, I'm not
following you.
Goes to a bar, drinking all the tiki drinks.
So many, like pina coladas, daiquiris, all of it. It's so fun.
I also was like, he's just dumping all the garnishes and like a fucking pile in front of him. I'm like,
rinds.
Just leave it in the drink, dude. He's like, nope, I gotta take them out and I gotta dump it
put on my heel.
Right there. So he's getting drunk off tiki drinks. He's going to feel like shit tomorrow. Yeah. Love getting tiki drunk, but that is a bad hangover.
That's probably a very bad hangover.
That is not a good time.
Then we see, who's the actor again that we saw at DCN?
Jack McBrayer.
Jack McBrayer comes in and he's like, I have to have like sex with my wife. And he's
so
like,
scared.
She's so complicated, like the Da Vinci Code. And he leaves. He goes off to find the mythical clitoris.
Yeah.
This is great.
He's just a very confused boy. And also his wife is like so ready to
horny as hell.
Yeah.
Like, when you've been religious and you're...
She is like one of those religious people who's like, I got married because I am ready to fuck.
I'm ready to have fun. Yeah, I'm ready to have... And I'm like, I've been pushing the other stuff down for so long.
I worked with this woman when I was like 22 or something. And she was younger than me. I think she was like 20 or 21. Yeah. And she got engaged. And I was like... why are you, and they were like trying to get married really fast, and I was like, why are you trying to get married so bad? And she was like, yeah, she said, because I want to have sex.
That's so
and
crazy.
I was just like, I remember, I don't think I'd ever met anybody like that before in my life. Like I didn't grow up with friends like that or like in a culture like that, so I was just like,
what?
So what do you mean? I was like, just have sex.
Have sex. It's so funny because like the whole trope of like, especially like old comic men are like, oh, once you get married, you don't have sex anymore. So it's so funny the switch of like, oh, once I get married, I can have sex. Have
sex all the time.
It's so weird.
They're still together, so good for them.
Good for them. It works out. God is beautiful, etc.
Yeah. Now he's drunkenly playing the Muppet Show song while he cries in his room.
I fucking loved it.
Which is also great because then Jason Segel actually got to be in a Muppet movie.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for him. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Love his show Shrinking. Love everything he does. Mm-hmm. Beautiful boy.
He comes back to breakfast. He's wearing the worst fedora ever. I was like, what the fuck is this hat?
Silly hat shit. And then he goes to surf lessons with Paul Rudd. Or he like goes over to Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's so fun to watch.
I love everything Paul Rudd does. I love Paul Rudd playing just like a bit character though, because
he's so good at
he's so funny.
Yes.
He's so good at committing to whatever weird character he's played. And he's just this like completely out of it surfer dude
keeps
who like
his eyes pure empty the whole time. I love it.
It's so good. And he's teaching him how to surf and trying to get him to jump up. And he's like, no, do more, do less. It's the whole thing.
Eventually in the water, and he's like, how old are you? He asked Paul Rudd, and he's like, I don't really believe in age or numbers. And then he's like, maybe 44.
He's like, fuck. Which is sometimes how I feel about my age. I do think that. Yeah. I do think there's a thing. It probably started late 20s, but I feel like especially once I like hit 31, that was when age became, I was like, I genuinely could not tell you. I know I'm in my 30s.
I could guess. I guess older all the time. I guess younger all the time.
Yes, I have. Like, I really am not sure at this point. I can do the math and figure it out.
I don't need to do the math.
But like, I know. I feel like sometimes I think it's older, and then I'm like, oh I'm like, actually no. Or sometimes I think it's younger, and I'm like, oh shit.
Man. It's a bummer. It's rough.
So I'm like, I don't know. I'll just be like 30s, generally, vaguely, and then someday I'll turn 40.
And someday.
And then we'll deal with that.
Yep. And then he has like a video with his stepbrother Brian and Brian's girlfriend Liz, and they like go date whoever.
Oh, I also love this.
Yes.
I just want to go back a line
Paul
from Kuno, which is, when life gives you lemons, just say fuck the lemons and bail. And I think that's good advice.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That advice it reminds me of, I think I've told you this advice I got from my grandpa's coworker. My grandpa, love him, exhausting. Love him, dead. Love him, exhausting. Egomaniac. Okay. And he had this guy who worked with him, Reddy, and Reddy was lovely. I think he was Indian and like very like chill. And I was like, how do you like stay so chill? I thought, like, do you have a mantra? And he says, you know, there's no problem so big that you can't run away from it.
It's true.
And I was like, I've like never forgotten. It is like, if I fuck the lemon, get out of there.
At the end of the day, you always have the power to run away.
Yeah, exactly. You can run
It
away
might be
anytime.
hard, but you can always run.
Yes. I think the thing that they say is that wherever you go, there you are.
Yes. No, you do have to deal with your own shit.
Yeah, but that's a whole other problem.
That's
another
whole
book.
other problem. Listen, we are stuck with ourselves, and that's why you should work on yourself.
Yes.
Because that is the one person who is gonna be around.
Yep. No
whether
matter
you like it or not.
Yep.
They're gonna be there.
They're gonna keep being
fucking
there.
Shit up
ruining
for you.
Everything
left
forever.
and right. No matter how much you want to avoid it, they're there.
They're there.
So might as well
fucking
try
like
to make
them,
it
make
tolerable.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either, man. She's crazy.
She's nuts. I'm like feeling a little better
than perhaps 10 years prior.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Wouldn't it be sad if not?
I think that some people, you meet people who are like well into adult years and they like haven't done work on themselves, and I'm just like, you've gone this long?
Yeah. That's
and
crazy.
You're just still doing it? I'm like, that's a level of delusion and like lack of self-awareness. Like, I just like truly could not tolerate myself any longer. And I was like, this is unacceptable. I can't.
This isn't
I've
working.
tried moving so many times and this shit keeps happening to me. So like, clearly it's me.
So it's you.
Must be me.
You know, I haven't tried moving yet, so maybe I should.
Think about it.
Think about it.
What I found out was didn't change shit. That bitch came with me.
Oh, man.
She followed me. What? She stalked me to every location.
She's like, I'm here to murder you. Yeah. Okay. Then you get a bunch of lemons. Fuck the lemons.
Fuck the lemons. Just leave. Okay. he's talking to
his stepbrother and his stepbrother
and Liz. And they're like, make friends.
Yeah, make friends.
They're like, we always make friends on vacation. This is why I was like, I love this couple. They're so annoying. We're at the 4th of July luau, and Sarah and Aldous are there, and Jonah Hill invites him to sing, and he sings a song for Sarah.
Russell Brand sings a song for Sarah. He dedicates a song to her, and it's about being inside of her.
Yes.
And it's called like Inside You.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy. And then like Jason Segel, Peter like leaves because he's like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he goes over to the beach next to one of the guys who works, I guess, at the resort. And the guy is like, hey, we all know what's going on because you told everyone what's going on. He's like, this is like The Sopranos. Find a new show. It's over.
Yeah. He's like, you gotta move on.
And he's like, want to come like carve a pig with me? And I think the implication was it's already been cooked and done. And it's not. Immediately the shot we see is him like having to stab and kill Jason Segel, having to stab and kill a living pig. And
he's like, I'm so sorry.
And it's so funny to go from like the most horrifying, devastating breakup, seeing new partners sing a song about being inside them, and then have to kill a pig is wild. Yeah. So fun. And he kills it.
He goes to the luau, sees Rachel, asks if she would want to hang out, and she's like, oh yeah, we're going to a beach hangout. And then he's like, he does this, maybe we could go together. And she's like, yeah, we can go. And he's like, but like together.
She's like, stop being weird. Like,
you need to
come if you want to come, or don't if you don't.
So I generally like her character. At times we get a little bit like, cool girl, I'm not like other girls, in a way that is very annoying to me.
I completely agree.
It is 2008.
It's a function of 2008.
We are prime this trope.
Yeah.
You know, so what are you going to do? I don't feel like she's like the worst offender of it, but
we've seen worse.
Definitely flavors
But you see a little bit of it for sure.
Yeah. So then she's explaining why she's there. She moved there for a guy. She dropped out of school for him, and then he cheated, and he's like, do you think about going back to school? And she's like, nope, I'm good. I like working at the hotel. I like the life that I've built for myself, and that's good.
Yeah. It was confusing because I couldn't tell if like she was going to be upset or offended that he's like, don't you want to go back? Like it felt like kind of a judgment.
Yeah.
And I didn't like love that.
But she seemed to just be like
no.
Honestly,
and then later it's a plot twist that she does, you know?
Yeah, that she still is. Well, I feel like her whole vibe is like she wants to seem unbothered by everything and like all of her feelings and whatever. And I don't feel like we get to explore it very much, but I do think that's kind of a key character trait of hers.
Well, she seems unbothered and then flips to like yelling, freaking out, which is so funny.
When her ex shows up.
Yeah.
Which then I also had the thought, I was like, how recent is this breakup?
Unclear.
Because the way that when she's presenting it to him, that sounded like it was like years ago.
It felt like at least like,
and if she's been at the hotel for a while, he's like, oh, you're good with this? And she's like, yeah, I like working at the hotel. Like, it's probably been years. But like, clearly to be freaking out at your ex that much, I'm like, you're really harboring anger. You need to work through that.
You need to work through that. Yeah. And he's telling her about his like rock opera about Dracula and eternal love, and how Dracula wants to be loved, and every time he gets close to a human woman, he ends up smothering them. He's like, just like me.
Like me.
And then her ex shows up. She freaks out, yells. She's like, "You're supposed to be at this island. You're never like."
Don't come to my island.
Which is very fun. And whatever, they fight, and then they all go to Lazy Joe's, and by they all, I just mean him on the date.
Yes,
the not date, whatever it is.
And he's like, "Wow, you're it was like that was kind of crazy." And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you a drink." She's like, "Yeah, sorry, I'll get us a drink." And he's like, "Oh, let me do it." And she's like, "I'm not that kind of girl." And this was like, I was kind of like,
what?
I also do. I mean, I didn't like that phrasing of it.
I don't think that needed to happen.
Yeah.
You could be like, let me just get your drink.
I'd be like, I'm good to get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same exact, because I would feel that way. Like, oh, you can get the next round.
Instead of like, oh, I'm going to put down all of women. Like, this
like,
women.
I'm not like the type of woman who expects a man to buy her drinks.
Nothing from you.
I expect literally nothing from a man ever.
And I'll be perfect.
Do whatever the fuck you want. And I literally don't care.
I don't care. And sometimes I'll like it.
And most of the time I love it.
Yeah. And
he's remembering all the times that he was a nobody with Sarah now because she was obviously the mega star and he was not. And so he's constantly being pushed aside when they're like on the red carpet. It's like hold their purse and, you know, stand to the back. And he's just remembering how often he was like forgotten.
Aside. Yeah.
So he kind of feels, I think, cared for in this moment.
And then we get to see them.
Oh, we see her boobs. Okay. We got boobs.
We got boobs. But for me, in all caps I have, they are peeing in a trough.
Oh, trough. The boys love a trough. You know us guys, we love a trough. And especially if there's
it's
ice.
Filled with ice. We need it filled with ice.
Want ice.
We love ice in our trough.
Man, who needs stalls? We're men and we love troughs.
We want to melt some ice in a trough with our pee.
I want to shoot stuff with my dick pee.
I get a little gun. A little super soaker.
Man, being a guy is sick. And we pee in troughs.
And we love troughs. And don't take away our troughs from us.
If you try to give us a stall, we will blow up your social media comments. We will fucking come after you. Fuck your walls. We're men.
Tear down the wall.
Yeah, no more walls.
Walls are inefficient.
Yes, I have to open a door. I want a trough, but only if there's ice. Okay, you guys love ice. We get it.
Your troughs full of ice. It's your man's birthday? Easy, trough of ice.
Yeah.
Here's a trough of ice.
That's all men want.
Okay, yeah, so we do see a pic of Mila's tits in the bathroom. There's like a collage of women who flashed for cameras in the boys' bathroom.
And her ex gave it to the bartender, and the bartender won't
remove it.
Won't remove it because it'll ruin the collage. I'm like, you couldn't find like another woman's picture.
Obviously, that's not why.
Yeah.
This guy's just being a fucking asshole.
I feel like if I were her, I'd be like, I'm just gonna go in and take it. But obviously, this guy is like pretty aggro.
It's true.
So whatever. She's like, no, don't worry about it. But I have a surprise. She put in his name to play a song from his Dracula musical, which is crazy to do to somebody.
And it's so funny that he like did it. He's like really unhappy about going up there and feels really awkward. But then it's so delightful.
He does a good job.
It's in a Dracula voice.
He commits because at some point, like you just gotta commit. You either say no or you commit.
Yeah. I love it. She liked it.
Being forced to sing is a terrible thing to do to someone. Even if you are a person who, I mean, maybe not everybody feels this way, but like I like to do karaoke and stuff, but if I were forced to, I would be really unhappy.
I was at karaoke last night and like there were these two girls who went up who like don't really have, there was like good singers who went to this place. It's like a piano bar karaoke, so it's like kind of a whole different vibe. And these two like young girls went up, and then one of them clearly at some point was like panicked and like kept just putting the microphone in front of people. And every time she put it in front of me, I was like,
You're like, don't do that to me. I didn't
volunteer what you just volunteered. Yeah, like you commit to this bit you got yourself in. Don't make me do it. I hated it.
I was at this brewery and there was a guy there singing like solo country songs and you could request things. And so people were requesting shit and it was all like Morgan Wallen and like male country fucking whatever. Yeah. And this was like a very masculine, like country looking dude. Yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to request Before He Cheats.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, and I like went up to him and I like did the Venmo and I was like, would you do Before He Cheats? And he was kind of like Carrie Underwood. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm tipping you. And he was kind of like, okay. Like does his next song. And then he starts to play Before He Cheats. And then he was like, actually, I think there's someone in the audience who wants to sing this.
Oh, no. And the whole thing was he was supposed to be doing it. That was so mean.
And I kind of was like, no. And he was like, no, you want to sing it, right?
What a mean man.
I hated him.
What a mean man.
It was the worst thing. And because I was like, well, okay. All right. Fine.
I hate that.
And so I was like, I'll do the best I can. Like, I'll do my version of it, but it's not going to be as good. And it's not as, like, I think that he was like, you're trying to fuck with me by making me sing a woman's song, which I was a little bit because I was like, he like had that vibe that he wouldn't want to. And so I was like, I'm going to make you do it. And then he was like, I'm going to get you right back. And I was really mad. And I was also like, that's kind of hot. Played.
Yeah, it is. It is. Could have been the beginning of your love story.
Yeah, well, wasn't. Wasn't meant to be. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. No tricking me. Only I do the tricking.
I do tricks. I do tricks. You don't trick me back.
Don't trick me.
So, okay.
At the end of the night, they go back to the hotel and he leans into Rachel
like,
to
I had a great
kiss her,
time.
and she isn't into it.
No, she doesn't want to complicate things.
Yeah.
This line, I was like, what do you not want to complicate? He's going to leave.
He's leaving in a day, 2 days.
I feel like working at a hotel, you could fuck random people very easily if you wanted to.
With zero complication.
Yeah.
They're
generally.
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
But she doesn't want to complicate things.
Yeah. So the next day, he's like, oh, I'm going to have a day. And he like goes to Paul Rudd to go surf again.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul absolutely forgets who he is. And does the same spiel at him all over again, which is very funny. And I guess at some point I see him explaining to people that he was on a date with Rachel.
Yeah, he's like talking with all of them. He's like, I went on a date with Rachel and one of her coworkers. He's like, it wasn't a date. She works in customer service, dude.
Yeah.
Like, do you think strippers like you too?
I know. And I was like, oof, yeah.
Yeah. Oof, and this is such a huge thing when you work in customer service.
Yes.
Oh my God. The number of customers who have like taken my kindness for like, we must be dating, or like you must want to date me. I'm like,
I'm on the clock.
I am being held hostage here.
Yes.
This company forces me to smile at you.
They make me be nice.
That's a part of my job description is to be kind to you. Why?
I'm like, don't you have a job?
Don't you understand that part of what I'm getting paid for is to like. And they're like, oh, you're also flirty. And I'm like, it's not flirty. We're forced to do this. We're prostitutes.
Yep, we have to
We're
make you feel
kindness
good.
prostitutes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's crazy the leaps people will take with customer service people being like, oh, we're like, even just like, oh, we're friends.
We're friends.
And like, to some extent, you're like, yeah, you have your regulars that you like, and that's great, and you like them.
Yeah.
But like, okay, let's still acknowledge that somebody
different.
is being paid here.
Someone is on the clock.
Yeah.
And if you're on the clock, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's just not the same thing.
Nope. They're having this conversation, and the religious guy is there, and he's talking about like how he's like freaked out by sex with his whoever, and he was like, if I was a city planner, I would not put a playground next to a sewage system. And I'm like, that's so funny.
Because she wants to do all sorts of crazy things. And he's like,
ugh, the puss so close to the butt.
So scared. She like tried to give him head the night before and he didn't like that.
He's like the oral. He's like, oh, mouths?
Yeah, mouths are on our face for a reason.
God put mouths here. It's so funny. And
I also love this because, okay, so he's like stressing out. He's like having this breakdown about this. And all of the other guys there are just staring at him like, then they're like, I think one person goes, it's going to be all right. I was like, this is the most worthless fucking, like nobody is just like, oh, let me give you some advice, or like, oh, that sounds like scary or stressful.
Well, of course,
or
the one
like,
who gives the most advice later is fucking Russell Brand's character. But yeah, these guys are just like, because I think in your brain you're like, buddy.
I just love the blank ass stares they
so
were all
funny.
giving them.
They're just like, we have no idea how to. We're not gonna.
Wife shows up.
She's a redhead.
Kuno, I like her hair. I wonder if the carpet matches her pubes.
Paul Rudd says it, and it's so fucking funny.
Great. Great line.
This is a movie where I'm like, I wish I could know how much of this is improvised versus written.
Yeah, I would love to know that as well. I would imagine quite a bit written,
of course,
but like there's got to be lots of like riffing.
in it, you know? So fun. And then, she finds out, Kristen Bell, Sarah, she finds out her TV show's been canceled.
And she's telling Aldous about it, and he's just kind of like, oh, that's great. That's what you wanted.
And I'm going on an 18-month tour in 2 weeks.
So do you want to, you can come with me. And she's like, well, no, I can't go on an 18-month tour. I'm a working actress. And he was like, not anymore. You're an unemployed actress. Come hang out with my groupies.
He said, you can be the queen of the sorrow suckers.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know why they call them that.
But he's basically, I mean, he's just a worthless dude.
He's terrible. And she's like, when were you going to tell me this? He's like, I just told you this. And she's like, no, but when before? And he goes, I've not told you I have genital herpes because I'm not inflamed at the moment.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's just like an asshole. But that like obviously she's going to have feelings about her show being canceled, even if it is what she wanted.
It's still like a big change.
Still sucks
and it's
to have
not on the
something
timeline she
taken from
thought.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got zero empathy, zero thoughts about her or other people, period.
All he cares about is sex.
Yep.
And himself. Jonah Hill shows up, gives him his demo, and I think this is what Get Him to the Greek is about.
Oh,
this is the part
follow-up?
where I was like, oh, okay, this is what
Did Jason Segel write that one too?
Let's find out.
We'll take a peeksy weeksy. Thanks for taking a peeksy weeksy.
We might as well find out because, Nicholas Stoller again.
Same director.
And he did the screenplay.
Okay, that's so
and
fun.
Judd Apatow also produced it.
That's great.
Yeah. So spin-off for Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Wow. Aldous Snow, same guy. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so Jonah Hill is he's escorting him to the Greek theater.
Yeah, he has to get him there. He has to get him to the Greek.
He has to get him to the Greek.
Much like the title.
Which I confused. This doesn't matter. There was like another movie that came out around this time about like fraternities, and I thought I thought that was Get Him to the Greek for the longest time. It doesn't matter.
I don't blame you.
Something about who the fuck knows. I just remember all the trailers. Okay, he finds Sarah at the bar. Peter,
he just happens to walk into her.
Yeah, and she tells him that the show was canceled, and then he sits down and is actually empathetic
and kind.
A good person about it, and she's able to talk to him, and she's like, oh, I'm so worried, and then he makes the joke, well, you've got 4 years until you're 30. And I was like, sad but true.
Sad but true.
And then she's like, how are you going to do it? And he's like, no, I'm screwed. He's like, I'm fucked. You'll be fine. But I'm
in trouble.
I'm not.
I'm in trouble.
And she's holding his hand. And then he has this flashback to when he was singing his Dracula song to her. And she was just like, never play this again.
Don't play it for me. I don't really get it.
I don't get it. Don't play that for me again.
Yes.
And that's so sad.
Yes.
That's so sad.
It's so sad.
Your partner loves something. I do think that if your partner is probably no matter what, but like a creative person because it is so vulnerable.
Yeah.
I think that you do have to like the art they make.
Yeah.
Or like you're going to have to lie to them a lot.
Be around it, watch it.
And like you can... Like, it's not like you have to like blindly love every single thing they do, but like if you're like the shit you make is not good, like you should not date that person.
No, I agree. It's bad news. Then like he walks into Rachel and Rachel starts like singing the song back to him all goofy.
Oh yes. This is when he's kind of like, right.
And she invites him to go to Lazy Joe and he's like, no, a hike or something.
Yeah.
And Sarah's watching both of them and being like jealous or sad or whatever. And they're like walking and she's like, make your opera. Rachel's telling him like, make your opera. And he's like, well, you should go back to school. And then she's like, jump off a rock. And then she jumps off and he's like, did I just make her kill herself?
Because she's like, so do it. Take the jump. And he's like, okay, I'm going to kiss you. Like, he's like, jumps. This is what the jump means. It's the leap
it's for the metaphor for kissing.
And he's like, no, I'm hopping off this cliff.
Yeah.
And then he jumps and he does a terrible job. I hate cliff diving. I hate it. I don't like watching people do it. I don't like doing it. I'm scared of heights. I don't like it.
Cliff diving is just jumping off cliffs into water. Yeah. Scary.
Not a fan.
Very scary.
I know that the places people do this are like, maybe people know you're not going to die. I don't like it.
There's a lot of factors that make it scary.
I just don't
You could slip
like,
weird. The water could be too shallow. You don't know which way you'll aim. Okay, yeah. High up is, anything where I'm on an edge and I can see down, I'm like, I'm gonna get weird on this one, you know?
I just remember being like a little kid and going to the pool and like going on the diving board.
Yeah.
And like the high dive. And every time I would do it, and I don't know why I would, because I hated it, but I feel like I would be there and I'd be like, okay, I can do it this time. And then like halfway up, I would be like, oh fuck, I've made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. The whole thing was just like panic the whole time, and I would just do this to myself.
Wow.
I hate it.
It's scary.
Anyway, I like can still feel so stressed.
By a huge high dive. Scary.
High dive, scary. Okay. Anyway, so he does it, and now
they kiss. Yeah. And his room gets changed apparently because who is coming in?
Somebody is booked this week. Some famous person.
Cara Delevingne, maybe,
okay.
or one of the Dakota sisters.
Oh, that
one of those
might have been it. Yeah.
And he has to. He gets put in the room next to Sarah.
Yeah.
Which is very funny. And he goes surfing, and during this, Sarah and Rachel or like Sarah goes up to Rachel at the front desk.
Yes, because now Sarah is like, oh, he was nice to me, and all this is being bad, and like, why is he into her? And like, now I'm jealous.
Like, I don't have him anymore.
Yeah.
And so she like talks to Rachel, and like they tell each other how pretty they are.
She's like, you're like so pretty. You're way prettier. No, you're prettier.
And I'm like, just kiss.
Yeah.
Come on. And then Sarah tells Rachel what a good guy he is, which is like so weird. It's like
starts crying.
And then so he's our boy Peter's surfing, and he runs into Aldous in the ocean. He's like, "Are you surfing?" Aldous is like, "Nah, I just like to."
I'm just sitting out here. And then he's like, "Oh, I was going through Sarah's iPod or something," and he's like, hate all her music, but then came across a song I liked, and it was your song.
Yeah, it reminds me of a dark gothic Neil Diamond. He's like, that's fucking exactly what
I wanted. Why are you so cool?
Oh, I think you're so cool.
And then he's like,
this one like Russell Brand basically
reveals he's like, he's like she was with me for 5 years, and then he's like, oh, you got 4 on me.
And then he's like, you've been with her for a year.
Yep.
The implication is the breakup is at most like 3 weeks ago.
At most, yeah.
And so like,
yeah, she's cheating on for a year. So now he's like, I'm going to surf.
Well, first he starts splashing him because he's pissed off, and he's like, this isn't Europe. You can't just cheat their rules here. And yeah, he goes and catches a wave, but somehow runs into Aldous.
Yeah.
Saves him.
He has coral on his leg. Ugh, gross. We have to pull it out. And then we have the fun line. He's like, he's passed out. Paul Rudd comes over and he's like, can you get some towels? I'm losing a lot of blood. And Paul Rudd goes, you sound like you're from London.
I love Paul Rudd. Great line. He's so good. Every line he does is golden.
He's a great character. Yeah. I really love Paul Rudd in a like supporting bit role.
Yes.
He wakes up next to Sarah in his room. She was like she's like sitting with him because he passed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know you were fucking him for a year. And he's like, I need to understand what I did to make you cheat.
Yeah.
And she's like beating around the bush. And then she finally is just like, it got really hard to keep taking care of you when you quit taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that she tried so hard to make it work, but she couldn't drown with him anymore.
Yeah. She's like talking to everyone in her life, like trying to figure it out. I really liked that they ended up having this scene because otherwise the whole film, you're just like, okay, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that. Like they made her like, yeah, like... cheating's not the right way to do it.
No,
period.
You should, when you are in this situation, you should obviously always break up with them instead of cheating. But it is like okay, it is awful to be in a relationship with somebody who is self-destructing and will not do something about it, and you're just dealing.
He's like so ridiculous about it that even like at the end of it he says to her like, well, you should have tried harder, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
And so then he like leaves and goes back to his hotel room, which is next door.
Yes.
And It's dinner time.
Dinner. Aldous is wearing this, Tommy Bahama shirt that she got him. And now she's remembering when she got Peter dumb shit.
Tons of like hideous stuff that he'd wear and embrace every time.
Yeah. He's like,
Aldous is like, this isn't my vibe.
Mm-hmm. They go to dinner. They run into him and Peter and Rachel. And Peter like throwaway comment says, "You're welcome to join us," obviously.
Because Aldous did that the first night.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that now it's like,
And then Sarah is like, "Oh yeah,
we
totally." But I was also like, I know it was just a throwaway, but don't say that.
No, it's crazy to say it.
So they're sitting there, they're talking. She's talking about, Sarah's like, talking about her movie in Australia, and then both Aldous and Peter are like, that movie sucked.
Yeah. We get a lot of points where like boys are aligned with each other and the girls are aligned with each other, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then
now they're drinking wine on wine. They're getting bottles of wine. We're getting wine drunk. Things are getting sloppy.
Yes. Except for Aldous, I guess.
Yes.
And Aldous says something about like sex, and Peter's like, no, like things should be whatever. And Sarah's like, no. Aldous is joking about having sex with everyone. It's like a funny bit he has. And it's like...
And he's like, oh, no, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
And she's like, so your thesis statement is that you have the right to fuck anyone, anywhere, anytime. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have this moment where like a dessert comes out and Rachel feeds it to Peter and he's like, oh, I love Hawaii. And then Sarah is just like, well, actually, I think Hawaii is bad. I think Hawaii is a good place to escape for people who can't deal with the real world.
It's like pointed at Rachel.
Yeah, and then Rachel's like, I'm going to make out with your ex right now.
And she does. Good for her.
Yeah, they go back to their room. They are Rachel and Peter go back to the room.
They do sex in the room, because that's how I write things. Like, they do sex.
They do. That's
sex.
what we all say when we do sex.
Yeah, they do sex in the room.
I do sex with you. You do sex with me now?
I do sex with you.
Do you do sex? Do you consent to doing sex?
Do sex with me? And Kristen can like hear them.
Yes. So they're having sex. She hears. And so she's like, no, I'm having sex with Aldous right now. We're having a sex competition.
Yeah. And like Aldous like sleepy and not into it. But she like gets on and just like starts making the craziest noises. Yeah. And then the other room, they start making kind of crazy noises.
They're like fighting back.
And then at some point, like she like gets off of him and Aldous
he like pushes her off.
Yeah. He's like, I've heard that women do fake orgasms, but I've never seen one.
Yeah, he's like, that was a ghastly performance. I've never seen one. Which, like, I think he's the only man that I was kind of like, I kind of believe him.
That he's never seen a fake orgasm?
I think that he's good at sex. Yeah, unfortunately.
You might be right.
I think he is.
Everyone has to have a passion, has to have a hobby.
Just think he might be.
He got sober, so he's like, I better be good at sex, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can't do it drunk. You can't make any excuse.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta be good. Okay.
And he mentioned at some point that he fucked the housekeeper the other day.
Yes.
Crazy.
Because she says, I hate your music to hurt him. And he's like, all right, I fucked the housekeeper. Okay, so then Peter and Rachel are together. He tells her that he likes spending time with her, and she does too. And so they make plans to hang out that night. It's the morning. He decides he's not going to drink that morning. He's turning his life around.
And he's like fun boy of the hotel. He like goes over to the wedding. He hangs out with the kids at the pool. He's just like having a good time.
Resort shit, not wallowing in his feelings for the first time. And Aldous is leaving. Yeah, he's done.
He catches Aldous like over at the entrance with like a packed bag.
He's like, how you served 5 years under her? I don't know.
Like she's like Hitler.
She's a holiday with Hitler. And then he's like, well, now you two can reconnect. And he's like, no, I'm into Rachel. And Aldous is like, have both.
Have both of that.
He's like, what's wrong with you? Have both.
Yeah, and Russell Brand just purely playing himself.
Oh, 100%.
It's so funny.
Yes. Has Russell Brand ever played a character in a movie?
No. I don't know that he can.
No.
Then later...
now he goes to comfort Sarah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, she's probably sad.
Yeah.
And, she's like, I might not be over you.
Yeah, Sarah's like, Al just said that I'm obviously not over you.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And he might be right.
And I think and then she keeps trying to kiss him. She's like, I love you. She's crying. And he's like, don't do this. Don't do this. And then finally he's like, tell me you're sorry. And she says she's sorry. And then he kisses her. And they start to try to have sex. But he can't get hard.
Yeah.
And she's like, get hard for me. Get hard for me.
And he's like, stop it.
He's like, I know what I'm supposed to do.
She's like, do you want my hands? He's like, stop talking. She's like,
hand,
do you want my mouth?
What do you want?
At some point, she's like, what's wrong with you? And then he goes, nothing's wrong with me. You tore my heart
to pieces and my cock doesn't want you anymore. Which is great.
It. Yeah.
Also, saying what's wrong with you, that's not going to get the dick hard.
No, it's not going to do anything good for anyone.
No.
I've heard of what's wrong with you to me.
Oh, no. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
No,
nobody
wrong
wants
with
to
me.
hear what's wrong with you. Nobody wants to hear why is your body not reacting the way that I expect it to. It's like maybe you're not doing things to it that
make it good. Also, body's a weird, like
sometimes body does things I don't want it to do.
An unpredictable, strange, goopy machine.
Yes.
You know? And so he leaves. He gets upset. He sees like there's a wedding happening. He's like, wedding in Hawaii. How original. Which was funny because 2 days ago when my friend Darlene was here, we were walking down you know how they cut off this highway, like they make it a walkway by the beach? Mm-hmm. So we were walking and there was a guy he's like smoking pot and he'd stop and then he'd yell something around at people and then he'd keep going. And he felt like a person who he didn't feel like a person was like unhoused or like unwell, just like a guy who like got really high here from like somewhere else when was traveling. Because at some point he goes, oh yeah, 2 earrings? Whatever. He kept walking, stopped. He's like, you're all bisexual here, pansexual, whatever.
I'm like, whatever.
I'm like, are you unhappy or not? I can't tell. But it was so funny. And then later he tells Rachel what happened. He wants to be honest.
Yes, he wants to be honest. And
she's fucking furious.
She's furious. She's like, you can leave now. And you should not be with anybody right now, is basically.
And like, she's right. And I'm annoyed with him that the fact that he didn't get hard is what's meaningful. It's like the implications, if he had gotten hard, he would have had sex with her after telling this woman he wants to kind of be with her, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think that not getting hard allowed him. It's not good he did.
Yeah.
But I also am like, you guys aren't together. He's not with her.
He's not with her. It's true.
Like, if they were committed, then I'd be like, this was really bad. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't think that this is the worst possible thing. I think that this is a forgivable offense, personally.
Yeah.
Like, you are not committed. You've known each other for 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you were talking about having feelings for each other. I would be upset. I think she has every right to be upset.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that it's unforgivable that he got put in a position with his ex that he is not fully over.
For years. Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
I don't think that it's crazy that this happened.
No, I agree.
So I don't think that it's not good, but it doesn't feel like, oh, you did something unforgivable.
And she goes, don't write, email, or call. That's it.
Yep.
And so then he goes to the bar where her tits are on a picture and he goes and tries to steal it. And then he gets beaten up by the guy and brings it over to her to try to be
gives it to him and then leaves. It was more like, I think he's like, I'm not going to call you again, but I am going to do this final act of I do like you.
Yeah.
And so he's home. He sings the Peter You Suck song. Being a sad boy.
And then eventually flips. He starts working on what he wants to work on, gets better, works out, whatever. And then
writes his Dracula musical.
Yeah. And he does invite her to the musical.
Yes. He sends her a flyer to it, and one of her coworkers is like, come on, he refused a blowjob mid-blowjob, from his ex.
Come on, that's pretty good.
It was, again, it's not good.
Sure, it's not ideal, but it's
it's really not the worst thing that could have happened.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. So now we're at the show. People love it.
It's
He's
great.
turned it into a comedy because she
her
laughed
laughing.
at it
Yeah.
and he realized like, oh, this is actually
cute.
funny. And he sees Rachel in the audience and she tells him that she's back in town. She's checking out some schools.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, why'd you never called? And he's like, well, you told me not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And then like they leave each
He
other.
asks
And
her
then
to hang out and she's like, yeah. And he gives her his number. And then she's leaving and we get a bookend from the beginning.
Yeah.
He's changing out of his like costume and she decides, you know what? I'm going to go back to him. So I'm going to go after him and we can hang out tonight. Yeah. Opens the door. He's totally naked. And then they kiss. And that's that.
Great movie, by the way. I don't think I said I really loved it.
Yeah, I love this movie.
It was so fun. I've never seen it. Happy to see it.
Yeah, I loved this movie when it came out, and I've definitely seen it like a handful of times. And I love it. I love Jason Segel.
Love him.
Yeah,
Lovely
and he's
man.
so sweet in this movie. I love his character.
Yeah.
And I do think, like, I don't think that we have enough with Mila Kunis to, like, really be able to be like, oh, I'm confident that this relationship is actually going to work.
Yeah.
But I think maybe my judgment is being clouded by the fact that I think he's so sweet. I think that he would be a good, like, life partner.
He would be good forever. We just have no idea if she'd be game for forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they're, like, a good match for forever. Yes. But he's a great match for somebody for forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're going to try it for...
I'm open to 2 years to forever.
Yeah. I think we're getting a solid year out of it. They're going to try to make it work.
Yes.
And I think that they're going to have some fun together.
Yeah.
And if they click, I think they could. I think it could work.
Yeah.
We just don't know enough.
We have no idea. We know nothing.
We know nothing, but we know that love is real and Jason Segel is a cutie.
He's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy.
Ugh, lovely. All right.
All right. This has been When Harry Dumped Sally. We have new episodes every Tuesday, and we also have a Patreon. So if you would like to request movies, thank you again, Amanda, for this request. And also you get a special episode every month if you are a patron.
Neat.
So please subscribe.
Yeah, it's good. It's good extra episodes.
It's good extra stuff.
It's not about dating identical twins every single time.
We did not talk about twins again, not realizing it, and then looked back at the description from the one before and said, how do we do that?
Oopsies.
And I hope we go for round 3.
See you.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.